We'll be making plenty of toast to show our appreciation, so now is the time to ensure that you've got glasses fully charged in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, and Paul. On behalf of my wife and I, welcome and sincerely thank you for sharing this special day with us. It's lovely to see so many of our family and friends here to help us celebrate. It really wouldn't be the same without every one of you. I know that some of you have travelled a long way to be here, which means a lot to us. Unfortunately, it's not been possible to have everyone that we love with us here today, but we know they're with us in spirit. They're not only in our thoughts today, but more importantly, they're in our hearts. We think today especially of Kelly's grandparents, my granddad Jack, Grandpa John, Nanny Mari, who would definitely have been the life and soul of this party, my father Nick, who without I wouldn't be the person I am today, that Kelly has fallen in love with and married. I just hope that I can be half the man he was. Kelly and my dad never officially met, but I'd like to hope that their paths crossed whilst both working at the same company, Rover. I know they would have got on well, and we would have had his blessing today. So with them in mind, would you please all stand, raise your glasses, and join me in a toast to family, friends, and absolute loved ones. Cheers. 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 So I'd like to start with some thank yous, and I'd like to thank Kelly's mum, Gilly, and dad, John. We've got you a little gift to show our appreciation. Thank you for bringing Kelly up to be the amazing and gorgeously beautiful woman before us today, who I'm proud to call my wife. Yeah. Also for making me feel so welcome and as part of their family.
You're welcome, darling.
I remember being pretty nervous when meeting Kelly's family for the first time at Gilly's birthday party. I think almost every member of the family had gathered. It certainly wasn't at the deep end for me. While we survived, and I know I'm doing alright, John always generously ensures that I have lager in hand whenever I visit, no matter how early or the agenda of the day. We're extremely lucky to have Kelly's Lucy. I've had the honour of being part of Lucy's life over the past years, and now you've finished school, you've passed your first year of passed your first year of college, and starting to learn to drive. We've watched you grow into the wonderful young woman here with us today. You are a real credit to your mum, and I'm very proud to call you my stepdaughter. Your mum and I are always here for you, always will be, and we love our little family of three so dearly. I'd like to propose a toast to Lucy, Jay, and John. I'd also like to say thank you to my mum Helen, Grandma Esme, and Auntie Barbara. We've got a few gifts to show our appreciation. The three of you have helped me enormously over the years. You've always been there for me. I've always done my best to make you proud. I really couldn't have asked for a better family, and I thank you for everything that you have done for not just me, but for me and my wife. I guess Peter and Jonathan have been alright too. We couldn't have asked for better ushers than my good friends Darren Salby, Robbie Furley and Darren Foster. Each and every one of you has been there for me over the many years we've known each other. Thank you for everything you've done for me and Kelly. We've got you some gifts.
They were a bit tight on the back. With the alcohol.
Thank you very much, guys. So I've known Paul, my best man, for about 23 years, and throughout that time, we've been through a lot together, both good and bad. Paul really has been there for me, and is always ready with support and an encouraging word. I think I've been pretty good to you as well, so just remember that. I'd also like to thank Paul for organising my stag do to Newcastle. Kelly would like to thank you and the ushers for returning me in one piece with all my facial hair intact. Thank you for everything you've done for me and Kelly, but most importantly, thank you for being my friend. As you already know, there are two beautiful ladies here today that are very special to us. Lucy did the touching reading at the church, and Kelly's best friend Sandy, her bestie, who we'd like to thank again for her kind words. We've got you both a gift. Thank you, Sandy, for being a great friend to Kelly for many years. Kelly would like to thank you for her hen weekend that she will never forget and will never be forgotten. For those of you who don't know, Kelly and her hens made it to several national newspapers. We'd like to thank them very much for being such a wonderful bridesmaid and a maiden of honour. Helen and Martin would like to thank you for your help leading up to the wedding, especially the last 2 days. Huge thank you to Sandra Lee, who's headed up all of the catering. We'd also like to thank Laura, Kelly's niece, for doing a wonderful job helping Kelly today, and we've got you a little gift. So would you please raise your glasses and join me in the toast to the bridesmaids, Lucy and Sandy.
Lucy and Sandy.
So I met Kelly in 2005, which was a pretty tough year for me, losing my dad in January. So I've worn his watch here today, which I've just had engraved. So a small piece of him is here with me today, or with us today. Little did me and Kelly know, whilst we were celebrating Gemma's birthday at Centre Parks, that the seeds were being planted for a wedding here today. Well, not literally planted anyway. But you get the idea. Kelly's memories of me from those days really do consist of me being a spotty skinhead and being tickled a lot by Paul. I don't know. We got on well, and over the years we were slowly growing closer, and we've grown to have a connection. A connection started to grow early in 2010. June 2010 was when we went on our first date to Marlborough, a lovely little French restaurant. The only downside was bumping into Stuart, who was on one of his many dates. Whilst we were on this date, Lucy was at home, still grounded after throwing a party the week before. Whilst Kelly and Caroline were on holiday in Rhodes. Luckily, Nanny Ginny was there to come to the rescue. She was on hand to break it up and kick everyone out. I'm not sure your mum's still forgiven you for that party, but she is very impressed that you managed to hide the eggs under the kitchen sink, which were found about 4 weeks later. And he was such a good host by providing an open door policy and nibbles. So most of you probably know that we'll be heading off on honeymoon, and we're going to fly on Tuesday, but Kelly hasn't got a clue about where we're going. So I've got a little gift which might give you a clue.
We can check out.
So where are you going?
Jamaica.
It's great to stand here, and I know that I've found my true soulmate, my friends, my love, my Kelly, and my life has been like a dream that I've been living since our first date in 2010. I proposed to Kelly on Sunday the 25th of March last year whilst on a walk in the Cotswolds. A walk we'd done earlier on one of our first dates. Obviously she said yes. I just can't believe just how quickly the last year has been and how wonderful it's been organising this our special day together. Today is all about you and me, and I'm looking forward to spending forever together. Cheers. So I think we have a short break while Paul sets up now.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, it's all amongst yourselves.